we've got one more wheel spin. I wonder what deck we're going to play now. All right, so this is the final league, the final deck of the Modern Marathon. Let's spin the wheel and see what we're playing. Looks like it's the Abzan Foodristocat deck. Well, I was not expecting that, but here we are. All right. So this is the Samwise combo deck that uses Sam plus Cauldron Familiar and a sack outlet. So basically the way the deck works is you have Samwise Gamgee, 2 mana, green and white 2/2. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you make a food token, and then it has another ability which is sometimes relevant, but the first one's the one that matters. So then you've got Cauldron Familiar, which says when it enters, you drain your opponent for 1 life, and you can sack a food to return it from the graveyard to the battlefield. So if you have any sack outlets, such as Viscera, you can sack the cat. Then you can sack a food to bring the cat back, which will trigger Samwise, which makes another food. Then you sack the cat. Then you sack the food to bring the cat back, etc., etc., etc. And eventually you drain your opponent out for infinite. Rest of the deck is built around assembling this combo. So there's Delighted Halfling and Gilded Goose as the mana rampers. There's Orcish Bowmasters. There is Ranger Captain of Eos, which can fetch either of the 1-drops that are a part of the combo. 1 copy of Skyclave. Woe Strider as another sack outlet that is a bigger body than Viscera. Grist, 1 copy of Shieldred, and then we've got Coco to find all of these guys, and Cord to find all of these guys. And the fact that the combo pieces are 2 1-mana creatures and a 2-mana creature makes cording for them a lot easier. Mana base is basic Abzan mana base plus Beseiju. Now, obviously, there's other ways to build this deck. There's versions that play Urza's Saga. There's versions that play Asmo and are more all in on the food package. There's more token value generating versions like the Lonus deck that's been popping up recently that plays Chatterfang and Academy Manufacturer. But this is the version we are running today. Sideboard has Burnt and Forge Tender, Dranith Magistrate, Plague Engineer, Collector Oof, mostly for the ring, Endurance, Force of Vigor, and 1 Haywire Might. So let's jump into the final league with Abzan Foodristocat. Round 1 with Abzan Foodristocat on the play. Let's see. We have Coco. We've got Bowmasters. Like, it's not a fast combo, but it does have a good curve. I will keep. All right, let's play this tapped and pass. Wooded Foothills. And then pass back to us. All right. Razor Verge, and then we're just going to hold Bowmasters up. Opponent fetches. Finds Steam Vents. Tapped. I'm guessing Rhinos. Another Wooded Foothills. All right, so Bowmasters, target them. All right, back to us. So let's just swing in. Swing, swing. All right, land. I want to fetch another white source in case I draw Ranger Captain or Skyclave. So let's grab Godless Shrine, I think. And then I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to play Grist or Woe Strider. If I play Woe Strider and then I company into exactly the combo, then that gives me a sack outlet. But if I play Grist and they play Rhinos on their turn, then I get to untap and like sack one of the tokens to shoot them. So I think it's better to probably just play Grist. Subtlety evoked, exiling Fire Ice. All right, so definitely Rhinos. I'll put this on the bottom. They still have another Fire Ice and they're killing both of our guys. All right, no Cascade, but they could have Violent Outburst. So let's play a land, and then I guess we just pass and Coco at the first opportunity. They fetch, get an island. All right, casting Violent Outburst. So let's do this now, so that if they have Force of Negation, they have to pitch a card to do it. Cast Collected Company. Also, if we hit Ranger Captain, we can hit their, yeah, there we go. Ooh, 2 pieces of the combo. I can also just Ranger Captain, though, and then stop. Yeah, so let's grab Ranger, Samwise. Bam. Any order. And then we Ranger Captain for the cat, and then sack the Ranger Captain so they can't cast the Rhinos. Plays a land. All right, back to us. So let's play Cauldron Familiar. They have Dismember. Dismember on Sam. Okay. Well, there's nothing we can do about that. So that happens. So cat hits the play and drains them. So what's the best follow-up then? I guess it's Gilded Goose plus Woe Strider kills them the fastest. Play Woe Strider. Play Beseiju as a land. Play Gilded Goose. Opponent fetches. They have another Violent Outburst. Very well. 4 mana. Play Questing Beast. Yeah, combat damage to be dealt by creatures. Can't be prevented. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. I can block it with Woe Strider, but then Woe Strider just dies. All right, so taking 12 here. Sure. Yeah, I'll take 12. All right, sack Cauldron Familiar. Coco is on top. That's pretty good. So they're de facto at 6 right now, right? So We bring the Cauldron Familiar back. We do it again. They're at 6. Then we play Grist. We sack a goat token. We kill Questing Beast. And we attack them for 4, but that doesn't quite kill them off. So, and then Coco is just random whether we hit Samwise or not, but it's better than filtering random cards. So keep this on top. Then activate this, sacking a food. If I go Grist, kill Questing Beast, I still have the double Rhinos to contend with. So I probably just need to find the combo right now. Yeah, just need to find the combo right now. So let's go back to my turn and let's cast Coco, keeping up, I don't know what matters. Collected Company, we found Sam. All right, so Sam, Ranger Captain, and then we just have the win. All right, opponent gives us the win because they see we have the combo. So game 2 versus Rhinos. They might bring in Blood Moon as we are a 3-color deck. So I probably want Haywire Might. They also have they have some red removal in Fury, Fire Ice, and Dead Gone. So Burnt and Forged Tender might matter. Drannith Magistrate 100% comes in to deal with Cascade. And then what is bad? Bowmasters doesn't kill any of their stuff, and they mostly don't draw cards. Skyclave can kill Questing Beast, but that's really it. I guess it can kill like Subtleties. It's basically just bad for the most part. And then what else? Maybe one Woe Strider can go. All right, let's submit that. We have Goose, we have Ranger Captain to stop their cascading. Looks good to me. Obviously, they can shoot the Goose on turn 1, and then we can't play Ranger Captain, but, you know, such is the game. Opponent fetches. Ketria Triome. All right, so fetch. Let's just grab a Forest. Play Goose. Would you play other non-meta decks in Modern? Yeah, what do you think we've been doing? That's been almost everything. Every deck on the wheel. So, let's see. If I play I kind of have to play the Ranger Captain now in case they cascade. So what am I playing? Horizon Canopy, or am I Windswept Heathing for a black source for Grist to follow it up with? I guess if they Blood Moon here, it's not that bad. So let's go Windswept, fetch, grab Godless Shrine, and then play Ranger. And then I guess it doesn't matter which one I grab. Let's just grab the cat and then pass to the opponent. Cycles Lorien revealed. So Rhinos ticks down. They play a land, and then, okay, another Ranger Captain would be pretty good. So, they could flash in Endurance, maybe. So it's not good to attack into this mana. So let's just play another Ranger Captain, I think. So another Ranger Captain. Let's go grab Visceraseer. And then, yeah, I'm not going to attack when they could have Endurance. It's perfectly reasonable for them to bring in Endurance to stop the cat from coming back. So I played the last Super Qualifier going 6-3 with my deck. It's not meta, and I lost only versus 3 scam decks. Could I post it? Good luck and have fun. Sure, you can post it. Green, green, blue. Okay, they do have Endurance. So got the read correct on that one. They targeted themselves. So I do need to keep track of how many counters are on this. Blood Moon. Okay, sure. So land. I can just play Coco. That's probably pretty good. All right, Coco. Delighted Halfling Forge Tender is not very good, but you get what you get. Wait till their turn in case of force. Yeah, they have to pitch a card to force. I guess they don't have blue mana. Any order. And then just pass, because we don't have good attack still. One of the things is that Blood Moon is actually not that effective against this deck because of all the mana dork generating stuff. All right, so that goes to 1 counter. They're going to use Dismember. Dismember on Forge Tender. Sure. Because they're going to follow that up with a Fury. Very well. Forge Tender dies. Fury evoked, exiling Blood Moon. So they're going to kill one of the Ranger Captains, I guess. No, they're going to kill both our mana dorks. Well, so is the case. Right, there's Cord, which we can't play. So here's another Goose. And then we just pass to them. They have another Dismember. Dismembering the Goose. Okay. Is Dismember a thing in Rhinos now? So then this triggers and I sack Ranger Captain. Plays a land. So that's stranded now. And then we're just staring at each other. Another land. We can't actually do anything. So pass it back. So they'll eventually just find things to cast, and we'll eventually not find things to get out of Blood Moon. Another land. They just have Fury. Oh, no, another Blood Moon? Sure. Barrington Forge Tender, which I can't play, so pass. They ripped Fury off the top. Yep. All right. We go to 12, and then we need to draw something pretty good to get out of this. All right, Goose. Into combat. I can't afford to block either of these, so I go to 3. All right, back to us. I can play Grist or Forge Tender. Probably best to play Grist. Green, black, play Grist plus, and go. Block Fury. And we have to sack the food to not die. Back to us. Ooh, Halfling. Okay, so I'm 100% playing Halfling. Then what? because I still have to chump one of these, right? So is it better to just minus Grist to kill one and then chump the other one? I guess it is, right? I either make a token and then I double block, and then I'm left with one creature, or I just sack one of them to kill the Fury, and then I'm blocking, and then I'm left with 0 creatures. All right, so let's make a token. I don't have a Dryad Arbor, right? Yeah, no. So I can't, no, I can Chord, right? Okay, yeah, so I have green, 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 Chord. What can I Chord for? I can Chord for Shieldred. All right, let's do that. Land. All right, so let's block here, and then which one do I want to save more? Probably the Goose in all actuality. All right, Chord. Go grab Shieldred. All right, then these die off. All right, opponent concedes to that. On to round number 2. We're on the draw. This is not a keepable hand, so we'll mull this. All right, all the combo pieces, definitely keepable. So keep Throwback Skyclave, Sacred Foundry, tapped. All right, we have to grab black and white. So Godless Shrine, play the cat. Opponent plays Foothills, Cracks, Mountain. So is this burn and they just didn't have a turn 1 play? Roiling Vortex. Okay, let's play. I'm going to have to shock this in regardless. So shock this in, play Sam, and then attack with the cat. Arid Mesa, fetch, another mountain, 3 mana, skewer on Sam. All right. Ooh, another Sam. So let's go play Beseiju, play Ranger Captain, then go search for Viscera Seer, combat, attack with the cat, and then next turn, barring any disruption, I can win. Sacred Foundry, tapped. Roiling Vortex, we go to 13. So let's attack first and see if they do anything. Swing, swing. All right, they've conceded to this. So Forge Tender for sure. Haywire Might gains life and can kill Vortex. I don't think anything else matters against Burn, though. And what doesn't matter against Burn is Grist is pretty slow, so probably not Grist. All right, that seems fine. Force for Eidolon? Nah, most Burn lists aren't even playing Eidolon anymore. Also Force, so yes, it also kills Roiling Vortex, but you can't if you pitch it when Roiling Vortex is in play, then you take 5. That just doesn't seem very good. All right, we are on the draw, and we only have 1 land. So despite having Mono Dorks, let's mold this. Burn doesn't play Eidolon anymore. Most lists do not play Eidolon anymore. All right, keep this and throw back one of the halflings. Opponent fetches, suspends Rift Bolt, which means... So I'm not going to not play a creature. If they bolt the creature, then it means that's 3 less damage we take. So let's just play halfling. All right, they are just killing it. That's fine. Opponent fetches a Sacred Foundry. Plays Roiling Vortex. All right, well, let's just do this now. Haywire, and then eat that. So it gets rid of it, and we gain the life before they can prevent us from gaining the life. Swift Spear. Goblin Guide. There is an Orcish Bowmasters on top, which we can't even cast. So, okay. Land, play halfling, go. And we got to try to keep this alive and Coco next turn. Opponent bolt, targeting the halfling. Court of Calling on top. This is going pretty badly. How has Goblin Guide not hit us a land yet? All right, so Rift Bolt, and then we just have to pass because we can't do anything. So then Rift Bolt unsuspends. We go to 11. This is 4. We go to 7. Minus anything, plus anything else they have. Still not hitting a land. All right, we're dead. Yeah, Boros Charm. Yep, we're dead. We've just bricked on these guide lands over and over and over. Don't you play the land so you can Chord? Not only do we not play Dryad Arbor, but I don't even have 3 green mana to cast Chord. Same exact run back. I guess, is Bowmasters worse than like playing Endurance or something? Probably not. It's probably fine. All right, submit. Okay, we're missing the second white source for Ranger Captain, but as long as we can find it. So keep, and then I have to go fetch Temple Garden. Yeah, Temple Garden, shock, play the halfling. Even though that's more damage, I'm doing this now so that in case we draw another white source this turn, or the next turn rather, then I can play Ranger Captain on curve. Whereas if I just play Beseiju, then I can't play it on curve. Mountain bolts our guy. All right, never mind. Shieldred. All right, Swamp, pass to the opponent, holding Bowmasters up. Sunbait Canyon, Swift Spear. So if I Bowmasters and shoot it and then block if they have any spell. So I'm 100% playing the Bowmasters. It's just a question of what am I doing with this? If I shoot, they must have a spell. They must. So I can shoot it and then block. And then if they have a spell, they just shoot Bowmasters with it and they get a free block in. If I triple block, it's the same thing. All right, let's just try to hit it. I'm not going to shoot them, I guess, because it doesn't matter. So then let's just block 1 here. Oh, they just didn't have a spell. All right, well, we take out their Swift Spear. Suspends Rift Bolt. So play this, and then I can play Sam, and then they can Rift Bolt Sam. But again, that means that's less damage we're taking. So again, it's probably not correct to just do nothing. So let's play Sam, and then attack with his Bowmasters. So if we ever draw another black source, we can play Sheoldred, and that's probably lights out. Yeah, so they kill Sam. Still have 5 cards in hand. 2 mana, Roiling Vortex. All right. Take 1 to 16. Come on, black land. No. All right, Halfling. That gets to play Sheoldred next turn at least. So combat, swing with the Bowmasters, and pass. And they go to 14. Inspiring Vantage. Goblin Guide. All right, swing, Court of Callings on top. No blocks. Second main. 2 mana, and they're hurting themselves? They have Dismember or what? Searing Blaze? No. All right, and then we can't cast Cord because we don't have triple green. So I'm just going to block the guide, I guess. So Vortex hurts them. Another land. Swing. All right, we hit a land. It's a tap land, and it's not even black. So block Goblin Guide. Man, we've just been getting screwed by our mana. So play that, play Halfling, go. Opponent cracks Sunbaked. Plays Boros Charm, we go to 5. I cannot afford to block this because I need to be able to play Sheoldred, but I guess I probably just have to, right? I can't be at 3. So I block, and then I play Ranger Captain. We drew a Forest. All right, I guess I have to block. There's just no way I can afford to go to 3 life. So then we go to 4 off the Roiling Vortex. Well, there's our black mana. So Ranger Captain. All right, they just have Boros Charm. We're dead. All right, that's the way the cookie crumbles. On to round number 3. Round 3 on the draw, playing Abzan Foodristocat. All right, this looks fine. Obviously, Gilded Goose has to survive, but I'm not throwing it back. Bloodstained. Sacred Foundry. Is this burn again? It's burn again. We're at 17. All right, so land, Gilded Goose, and go. Opponent fetches. Roiling Vortex. Ooh, there's Sam. All right, so I have to shock this turn. So let's go Godless, and then play Skyclave, and just eat the Vortex. And the next turn we can go tap land, play Sam. And the turn after that, get the cat. Monastery Swift Spear. All right, I will not rise to your bait. Take damage, go to 13. Suspends Rift Bolt. All right, so if I just play Sam, then it just gets killed by the Rift Bolt. So better to do what? Grist, sack our Goose, kill the Swift Spear, and then this gets killed by the Rift Bolt. Shock, Grist, minus, sack the Goose, kill that. Then attack with Skyclave. And then they can Rift Bolt this and make an illusion, but then we have a Grist in play at the very least. All right, they're just shooting us. Sunbait Canyon, Skewer us. Lightning Helix, we're at 2. All right, Sam, make a token. Oh, it's a non-token, never mind. Well, same thing. So play this tapped, and then attack with Skyclave. All right, we need to fade some burn. Oh, they immediately drew Lightning Helix, so we did not fade the burn. All right, same thing. Forge Tender, Haywire in, Grist out. Submit. Game 2 on the play. No lands, mulligan. No white lands, although we have Goose, but if it dies, then we don't have white, but I guess I'll just keep it. Keep and then throw back the double white spell that we're far away from being able to cast. So Skyclave goes away. All right, Shock, play Goose. Suspends Rift Bolt. Oh man, so close. Swamp. So if they're Rift Bolting one of our things, then what's the best thing to do? If they just kill the Goose, do I just do nothing here and then make a food token? If I play Sam now, then they just kill Sam. If I play Woe Strider, they can just kill Woe Strider. I basically don't have any good options. So maybe let's just play Sam and the cat and then accept that the Sam's gonna die. All right. This gets me another food so that I have the ability to tap the Goose again. Play the cat. So we make a food, and then they're probably forced to just kill Sam. They're killing the Goose. So then do they have another removal spell for Sam? No, they don't. Okay. I can't Cord. So let's just attack and then play Bowmasters. Swing, swing. Sacred Foundry. White, white Sanctifier. All right. So Bowmasters, target you. Still can't Cord. Still can't play Woe Strider because I'm 1 short. If I attack with Sam, they can block and trade. And then they're way lower life than I am. But it seems bad to throw Sam away just to do that. So I guess let's just pass. No attacks on their part, no spells on their part. I'm not going to sack the food either. Another Cord that we can't use. All right, pass it back. Opponent casts Searing Blood here. All right, I'll pop a food. Now we're really far away from Cord. There's a Viscera Seer, so let's play Viscera Seer. But still can't do anything, so pass the turn. Searing Blood on Viscera Seer. All right, let's sack the cat. Sam is on top, but we can't even play it, so bottom that. And then sack itself or the token. I really need to just find things, and these creatures in play are just not doing anything. So sack the Orc. Halfling's on top. That's not doing anything. Sack itself, or maybe just sack Bowmasters. Yeah, sack Bowmasters. Coco on top, not working. And then sack itself. Coco on top. Jesus. All right. Well, glad I sacked everything. then we take 2 from Sanctifier. All right, there's a land. So shock this in, play Woe Strider. Boros Charm us, very well. Plays another land. They're attacking. All right, I'll block with the goat and sack it. Sack the goat. All right, land on top. Opponent fetches. Roiling Vortex. All right, so I can go fetch a basic forest, and then I can cord for 2. Cording for 2 gives me Sam back in play. Alternatively, I just attack them, and then they have to race us. And then I can cord for 1. Yeah, all right, let's just do that. So attack them. Swing with Woe Strider. All right, they go to 5 and then pass. If they crack this now, it does give us a window to crack the food and gain life. That might be better than cording for 1. Yeah, I see. They're under the same dilemma. Then Vortex takes them to 4. Yeah, they don't bother to attack. All right, so fetch, grab the forest, cord, go grab... I guess Haywire might stop this, but I don't even want to stop this at this point. Let's just grab Goose. All right, Vortex, we go to 8. Ooh, Forge Tender. Excellent. Play Forge Tender. We can cord for 3, so let's just pass and let them keep getting hit by this Vortex. Boros Charm. All right, I will... Yeah, sack this, choose this. They're responding with Skullcrack. Damage can't be prevented. Huh. How do I get out of this? They still have 1 mana up to activate the Vortex. So I can cord for 2, and then what? I guess I can sack the food, but then they can just fetch and prevent the life gain. So he has to pay a life to do that, and he goes to 2, but then he goes to 1. And that means Sunbaked can't tap for mana. I can also cord for Bowmasters, but then I don't have a blocker. Cord X is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have a cat anymore. It's gone. I can't get Shieldred. I'm 1 short of that, or I'm 2 short of that. Yikes. All right. Well, we're going to go to 1 and then pass to them. So then Vortex takes them to 2. They drew Boros Charm. All right. Cord. So the problem is even if I cord now, then they just attack me with Sanctifier. And they can just prevent me from gaining life with the Vortex. Damn it. I can't block anyway. So, all right. And then we're short of being able to... We can't block, and yeah, so that's the game. Oh well. Round number 4. For a deck that makes tons of food tokens, this seems surprisingly bad against Burn. Round number 4 on the draw. We have a turn 2 Sam, and then we have nothing else to do. So I have to mull. Wow, 1 land. All right, mulligan again. This deck has 22 lands. All right, keep that. What am I putting back? Bowmasters. I don't even have black mana without the Goose. The Plains. Street Wraith cycled, so we're probably playing against Living End. Yep, that's the Living End land. All right, play this. Play Goose. Cycles Architect. Assuming they just Living End next turn, is my play Woe Strider, sack the Goose? Stomp the Goose. Excuse me? In Living End, you say? Well, I actually can't play anything, so... Wow. All right, yeah. Play this. Tapped, go. Spire Bluff Canal? What is going on here? Plays the Bone Crusher. All right, I still actually can't do anything. Amazing. Pass the turn. Are the colors in this deck this bad? How many black sources are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 14. Not the greatest, not the worst. Maybe the deck should just be playing fewer of these fast lands. Oh my god. Fewer of these fast lands. Yeah, because the deck is very mana hungry. You want to cord, you want to cast Collected Company. Like, you can't have these lands coming in tapped. The fact that they're not fetch lands means they're not universal colors. Cycle Curator. Cycle Oliphant. Stomping Ground. Play it tapped. All right, I'm going to sack this food because we're just not going to have the time. All right, sack the food. Shieldred. So let's see. I can play Bowmasters plus Cord and Cord for... No, I can't play Bowmasters and Cord. I can play Cat and Cord for 1. Or I can play the Woe Strider and then trade with Bone Crusher, and then they just Living End back the field. Any way you slice it, it's bad. All right, play the cat. Grief us. Well, I guess I'm cording now then. Cord for 1. Grabbing Viscera Seer. All right, Grief takes something, not sure what. What are you going to do now that the list is done? Take a long, well-deserved break. All right, so they take Shieldred. I'm not really sure why. Attack us with the Bone Crusher, no blocks. We drew another black land. All right, so... play Woe Strider. All right, Shockin, Overgrown Tomb, then attack with these 2. So now if they cast Living End, we get to bring every one of these guys back. Violent Outburst, very well. Living End, cast Living End. So in response, Bowmasters you, trigger, target you, and then sack everything. So sack the Woe Strider. I'll leave company on top. Sack the cat, sack the Bowmasters, sack itself. They're forcing their own Living End. This is stupid. Yep. All right. Living End is forced, and then we have no board. They exiled something. Shardless Agent, whatever. Yeah, oh, Force is fine, guys. What a perfectly fine card. I guess we block this because I don't want to take more damage. So let's just block with the goat. Another land. All right, do I do it on their turn or what? I don't know. Upkeep, stop it on your upkeep. All right, swing with this 1/1. I guess I can escape Woe Strider, right? Exile 4 other cards, but then my graveyard's horrible against Living End. Yeah, all right, so let's just Coco. Yeah, only 1 card in hand. If it's force, it's force. All right, collect a company. All right, so there's Sam, and I guess I just take Sam and Grist or Sam and Skyclave to eat this thing. Sam and I guess Skyclave to eat Bone Crusher. All right, bam. Triggers. Target this Bone Crusher. All right, they have 2 cards. What will you do? Cycle Generous Ent. Play the Forest. All right, so I'm dealing them 5. If I bring the cat back right now, it's even closer to lethal. So cat, sack the food. All right, so back to us. All right, let's just play this now. And combat. Swing with everything. Violent Outburst. Very well. All right, do the old swaparoo, and then bunch of triggers. All right, what am I eating off of their board? Oh, wait, no, this is dying. Okay, so I don't have anything I can ping, so I just ping them. So Grief does nothing. They make a food token. Architect screws up either our library or their library. So they're manipulating their own library with Architect. I'm getting another food, so I can effectively drain them for 3 with my cat plus sack outlet. And they're also effectively up 3 because of their own food. All right, they get a 3/3 illusion. Bowmasters pings them to 8. All right, and then I guess we pass. Yeah, pass to the opponent. So we can't block Street Wraith, and Oliphant has trample and is giving something trample, and this flies. So Shieldred, go to 9. Petty Theft Shieldred to our hand. Okay, sure. So that makes our board terrible versus theirs. How do I even begin to block this? I can gain 6 life off the foods and then another life by bringing the cat back. Oliphant puts the thing here. All right, so this is 13 trample. So let's declare blocks. This can block the Curator. Then I want to be able to kill them on the backswing, right? So 13. I'm effectively at 17. I'm effectively at 18 life. So I can just tank this 13, 16, and then I need to block all the rest of that. So Orc here, Orc. Now let's think about this. All right, so Goat here, Orc Army here, 13, 16, 19. Don't survive. So I have to put 2 blockers here. This is 7, 13, 16, then gain 6, go to 17. Then the cat comes back. I lose my entire board except for Woe Strider and the cat. They get drained to 8. Then I attack them for 4. They go to 4. I play Shieldred. I'm short of being able to kill them. But I have to block like this in order to not lose. All right, I think that's all I can do. I think that's the best I can do. All right, so, okay, those are the blocks. And then we go food, food. And then I'm not miscounting this, right? 7, 13, 16. So I have to rip Sam off the top, basically. That's the only way out. All right, so then I can sack a bunch of guys before damage. So sack the goat. Grist on top, not going to happen. Sack the goose. Company on top. That's probably my best shot of hitting Sam. So let's leave that. And then all the rest of this happens. All right, company. Let's see what happens. There's Sam. Gotcha. All right, Cauldron Familiar. And then we combo out. Sack the cat. Cat, come back. All right. So that was game 1, amazingly. So let's play Dranith, Endurance, and then those are the cards that matter. The opponent might have Leyline of the Void. So let's see. Okay, so Skyclave is awful. Grist is pretty terrible. And then what else? I can cut 1 Woe Strider probably. 10, 18, 23, 29 creatures hit for Coco. Yeah, all right. Bowmasters are good because all their creatures cycle. Let's see. If they have Leyline of the Void to prevent our loop, then I guess we do need Haywire Might, like 1 of. And then what do I cut for that? I guess Skyclave also hits Leyline. Either one. This one's easier to get off a cord. Is Shieldred too slow? Maybe Shieldred's too slow. All right, let's go with that. So submit. Goose, goose, cord, cord. What is the sequence here? It's land, goose, still can't cord. Opponent cascades before we do anything. All right, mulligan. Same hand, I see. Land, halfling, cascade. We lose our board. Yeah, mulligan. Better-ish. I'm not going to 4. Throw back 2 lands, I suppose. So both basics. Spire Bluff. Architect Cycle. All right. Fetch, Temple Garden. Play Haywire Might. Opponent plays Misty. Fetches with the Misty. Breeding Pool. Waker, Cycle. Cycle, Street Wraith. Another cord. Well, I can play Bowmasters to just try to hit them for all their cycling, or I can just play Sam and then it dies. Let's just play Bowmasters. Shock, play Bowmasters, target you, attack with the Haywire Might. All right, back to them, and if they cascade, they cascade. What can you do? Island. Well, there's the cascade. So then they can architects to manipulate our library so that our draws are bad. We're drawing a plains. All right, play Sam. Pass the turn. Then we take 15, stomp our Sam. All right, then there's no way we can win. We're drawing Swamp Sam. All right. Sideboarding, pretty sure it stays as is. Submit. On the play for game 3. What do I have? All right, turn 2 Ranger Captain, keep. So land, fetch Temple Garden, play Halfling, and go. Cycles Street Wraith. Spire Bluff. Opponent cycles Curator. All right, back to us. So we need to fetch black now. So Godless Shrine. Shock this in. Play Ranger Captain. And then what am I grabbing? I guess just one of the 2 combo pieces. Viscera Seer. It doesn't really matter which one. All right, let's grab Viscera Seer and pass. Misty Rainforest. I like Viscera Seer better because if they do manage to get through, like if they get Ranger Captain off and then Cascade, then I at least get to sack my board. All right, let's attack with the Ranger Captain. Swing. So if they petty theft this, I sack it in response, and then I need to have a board set up to where I'm actually good against them cascading, so I need to have Viscera Seer plus a Goose in play rather than Bowmasters. So let's cast Viscera Seer. I guess I should have attacked with the Halfling then. Play Goose. Bone Crusher on Viscera Seer. All right, so sack Viscera Seer to itself. Land on top, we'll keep that. Still have Ranger Captain, so they can't cascade the same turn. They have to pick it off the field first. Would Bowmaster plus Goose have been a better play since they can't cascade? That might have been a better play. Third land, fetch. All right, there's their first cascade. So, oh, I needed to respond to the cascade trigger. Oh, I'm an idiot. All right, 2 trigger happy. All right, well, I guess I just sack this now then. All right, so Ranger Captain, go get the cat. All right, now what? So play the cat and then play Delighted. And then just pass. So I can freely chump with the cat and then sack it to scry. Evokes Grief. Very well. Take one of our 2 collected companies. Plays another land. Can't block Street Wraith, unfortunately. Attack with everything. All right, so I'm going to block here, taking 7 to 8, and then scry with the cat. Activate this, sack the cat. Land on top. Damage, we go to 8. Their Shardless dies. We still have Ranger Captain on the board. So obviously they can have Force and Negation. They know we have Coco. So if I Coco now and it gets forced, or if I Coco on their upkeep and it gets forced, then I still have blocks to some degree. I can block here. No, then I'm dead because this is 7 unblockable unless I play Gilded Goose. So basically Coco has to... I could sack Ranger Captain and then that immunizes the Coco. So what I could do is attack them with Ranger Captain, and then on their upkeep, sack Ranger Captain, and then cast Coco. All right, so go to combat, swing here and here, and then stop them on their upkeep. Opponent is cycling Waker. Okay, so if I do it now, they have to have exactly Force plus a blue spell in their hand, or they can't force it. It's probably better to just still do it on their turn, isn't it? All right, so Waker, they bin to Violent Outburst. I'm technically not dead because I can bring the cat back with the food that we have in play. Opponent cycles Generosent, grabs Stomping Ground. All right, upkeep, sack Ranger Captain. All right, so we're protected. If they attack, they have to attack not knowing what we're going to Coco into. Stomping Ground, tapped. All right, fetch a Forest, and then cast Collected Company. Coco. We hit Sam and we hit Woe Strider. All right, we're good. And we have Viscera Seer in play already. So Sam, Woe Strider. Hope for no Endurance. Yeah, I guess they can play Endurance and... No, because we can just bring the cat back in response. All right, so get a food trigger. Make a goat, make another food. Then get the cat back. All right, we got it. Whew, that was pretty grueling. Let us go on to the 5th and final round. Round 5 on the draw. All right, we have Sam, some ramp, Blowmasters. This seems fine. Keep. Are there more decks after this? Nope, this is the last one. So I need to play Goose first so that I can play both of these the next turn. Blood Crypt. Veldarin Epicure. All right. So land, play Goose. They're attacking. If they have a Bowmasters, then it's bad to block here because then they just get to freely pick this off. So yeah, I guess I just don't block. Go to 18. Back to us. All right. So let's play another Razor Verge and then let's play Sam and then play Halfling. All right. And then pass it back to them. All right. They do have Bowmasters. Thankfully, none of our creatures get killed by it. Urza's Saga. So this is the Rakdos, like, artifact sack deck. Another Epicure. Right, no attacks. Okay, what do I do here? I can play my own Bowmasters to kill their Bowmasters. And then what? Kind of just not doing much else after that. Swamp. Bowmasters to kill your Bowmasters. Opponent Undying Malice, is it? Really? Okay. So Scam, but with Urza's Saga and a bunch of other weird stuff. Comes back, pumps up the other Orc, kills our Bowmasters. Alright, I can play Skyclave and eat it. And then they're just winning with the Saga tokens. It's such a problem. I guess I do that. Alright, Skyclave, colorless, white, Cracking of Blood. Alright, let's eat Bowmasters. And then just pass, I guess. So what will you stream after this? I will take a long break. And then maybe a Pioneer Wheel or maybe something else. Alright, Urza's Saga on 2. We do need to draw some kind of action. Combat, they can attack with this Orc token and we can't afford to block it. Alright, we drew Cord. So what's the best thing to Cord for? Probably Shieldred. So Halfling, land. Yeah, let's just Cord for Shieldred. So stop on your upkeep. I don't have any good attacks into this Construct, so yeah. Saga, make a Construct. Alright, so Cord, green, tap this guy because I'm not blocking with that. 1/1. X is 2. I'm not blocking with Sam. No, do that one. X is currently 3. Alright. Alright, grab Shieldred. So they go to 15, then Saga's up to 3 counters, so they can make another Construct and fetch something. Alright, 4/4 Construct. And then what are they getting? Shadow Spear, Research Desk, Springleaf Drum. Alright. Attacking with the 4/4, so if they have exactly land plus Bowmasters, blocking with Shieldred's bad. So let's just take it. I guess I can block, and then if they Bowmasters, I just get it back with Sam. So sure, block. White mana to Ephemerate Voldaren Epicure, so they have 5 artifacts in play. Sure. Alright, we still trade off. Alright, let's fetch. So I need a second black source. Alright, we drew a land, so let's go Sam, get back Shieldred, play Shieldred, which makes another food, play a land, and then I don't have any good attacks, so pass the turn. And then they're going to Ephemerate on Epicure again and get another artifact. I think at this time I won't block because I want all of their bloods to be basically not very good. Alright, no attacks from them. They play a Plains. Alright, fetch. Let's grab a forest, and then let's make a food with the goose. And back to our turn. Gain 2 life from Shieldred. We drew Bowmasters. So, yeah, let's just pass it back. I don't want to attack into their Construct. Opponent is popping a blood. Let's flash Bowmasters in response. Let's kill just one of these Epicures. Then the blood resolves. And then kill the other Epicure. Alright, they discarded Archon of Cruelty. What is this deck? Bowmasters. So their Bowmasters kills our Bowmasters. It's Mardu with Artifact, Mardu colors and Urza's Saga and a Reanimator plan. And Scam spells. Ooh, they're cracking another blood token. Alright, Shieldred hurt you again. Another blood token. Alright, down to 5. I guess if they have Persist in their deck, then it's worth it to take all this damage in order to persist back Archon. Alright, so we won. Okay, so they're artifacts with Urza's Saga, but also a Reanimator deck. So let's bring in Force, Haywire, and Endurance. And then Skyclave doesn't seem very good against them. Grist also doesn't seem very good against them when they're just flooding the board with stuff. And have... I guess I do need a way to kill Archon if they bring it back, so I can leave 1 Grist in the deck and then cut Woe Strider. Bowmasters, they do have a lot of X1s, including their own Bowmasters. Mardu, Reanimator, Scam, Creativity. Yeah. What else can I cut here? Not anything. So the Bowmasters are fine, but they're probably not great. I probably need to beat them just by comboing and not like picking off their X1s. Also, they have Ephemerate and their own Bowmasters, which makes our Bowmasters worse. So, okay, let's take out our Bowmasters and then leave Grist in. Leave 2 Grists in. Or, yeah, or just leave another Woe Strider in to maximize combo potential. Plague Engineer, they have too many different types to name. Forge Tender, they are red, but who the heck knows if they have any red burn. Maybe they do. Collect Roof stops them from activating Bloods, but that's basically it. I guess it stops them from activating Springleaf Drum, but I don't really care about that. Alright, submit this. Alright, Goose Ranger Captain, Force of Vigor, that's okay. Arid Mesa, cracks for Blood Crypt, plays Epicure. Alright, I'm gonna shock this in and play Goose. They're cracking their blood, discarding Grief, evoking a Grief, pitching Bowmasters. Very well, sir. They took a Ranger Captain. Alright, ooh, Company. Ooh, Company. So that makes me not want to cast Grist this turn then, so that I can Company next turn. Alright, let's just play a fetch land and pass. Plains, Blood Crypt. Another Grief. Exiling Bowmasters. All right, very well, you have it. So now imagine they gotta take company, right? No, they took Grist. Oh, and they're gonna ephemerate and take company. Sure. All right, so then fetch a black source. So let's fetch Godless Shrine, I think, and then make a food. Seiju, not really helping. So play this, don't crack it because they're gonna ephemerate on Grief again, and then they take our Force of Vigor. So just pass it back. Ephemerate Rebound. Rebound on Grief, take our Force. Plays a land. All right, so let's crack the Canopy. Drew another Goose. Another Force of Vigor. Well, things are not really working out. Play a land. Play a Goose. And pass the turn. Plays another land. Okay. Attack with Grief. No blocks. I'll crack a food to gain some life. Land that we can't do anything with, so... At this point, I'm just going to... Man, if I play Beseiju and then they just play Urza Saga, then I just force the Urza Saga? All right, that's fine. So play Beseiju. Go. Opponent plays another land. All right, make a food. Make another food. And then we get hit by Grief and we go to 11. Draw another land. Play this, go. Opponent plays another land. Fetches. Looks like we got a cripple fight here, boys. Both players off the top doing nothing. Attack with both. All right, sure. Block one of them. Block here. We're at 8. All right, make a food. And then sack a food. Endurance. Okay. Razor Verge. Go. So now I'm double blocking the Grief. Oh, they finally drew a spell. They played another Grief. All right, and flash Endurance in and target them, I guess. The Grief resolves, they take our Force. Do they keep attacking or not? No, they don't. All right, make a food. Our turn, Goose. Pass. Have you guys ever seen such riveting Magic gameplay as this match? Urza Saga, no attacks. All right, make a food, make a food. Back to us. Land, play a land tapped, go. Urza Saga, up to 2 counters. All right, they're actually doing another land. Well, their Urza Saga at least actually makes them creatures. Oh man, okay. Make a food. At this point, let's just sack the food to gain some life. Sack the food, sack the food. Argo. Force of Vigor. All right, do it now before they have... Actually, no. Wait for them to make the Construct on the end step and then hit both of them. So, make a Construct and then kill both of these. Riveting gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. Combat. Attack with Grief. All right, block here, block here. Undying Malice the Grief. Very well. I don't know, make a food, whatever. All right, so we take 3 and go to 14. They get their Grief back as a 4-3. And then back to us. Do we draw anything? A Delighted Halfling. Excellent. Just what I wanted. Pass. Can you believe this is the last match of the wheel? This is the match we're going out on. Combat. I guess I have to trade with this. Yeah, okay, so block, block. Then our Endurance finally gets killed off. Opponent plays Pithing Needle. All right, let's goose them up. Goose them up, boys. Make a food. Sack a food. All right, Needles. Needles the goose. Needles the geese. All right, Company. We finally drew an actual card. Oh my god. Cast Collected Company. We hit a Sam and nothing else. Excellent. All right, I can get back Grist from my graveyard. Get Grist back. Sack 3 foods. Grist. I'm probably just going to kill the Grief now and then sack the Goose to do it. Minus, sack a Goose, kill Grief, and then, haha, I can attack with this Delighted Halfling. Take 1, sir. Opponent plays Blood Tithe Harvester. Ranger Captain. Oh, Cat, but I don't have the sack outlet. Okay, so plus with Grist, mill the land over. All right, play Ranger Captain. So use the ability and go grab the cat, then play the cat. They can sack Blood Tithe to kill Samwise if they want. So yeah, just pass the turn. Maybe I was supposed to get the Viscera Seer so that I can like scry into what I need. All right, yeah, Blood Tithe, kill our Sam. They have 1 card in hand and they can rummage it with the blood token. I can't activate my Goose. I can like pop a food, but I'm not gonna do that. All right, back to me. We drew Viscera Seer. All right, well, we have 8 food tokens. Okay, so combat, swing all of these guys. Opponent flashes in the Bowmasters. Targets Ranger Captain. Okay, and then they're gonna double block Ranger. Sure. Then we go to damage. They go to 10, and then we play Viscera Seer plus Grist. All right, pass the turn. So we get 8 cat triggers right now. Fabled Mirror Breaker. 8 cat triggers and a ton of scrying. All right, sack the cat. Top is Halfling, bottom. Activate the cat. Sack the cat. Bottom a land. Activate the cat. Sack the cat. Bottom a land. All right, we got it. What a final match that was. All right, so, I mean, I built this deck at least when it first appeared on the scene with the cat combo, so there may have been tweaks to it since then. I've seen lists running Urza Saga. I know there's the Lonus version as well, but overall I think it's pretty good. And even though a lot of the cards, like the main combo pieces, are X1s, you have other sack outlets besides Viscera Seer, and Cauldron Familiar can always come back from the graveyard. So it's less susceptible to Bowmasters than you might think, and nothing in the deck really actually draws cards. They just search for cards. So that brings us to the end of the Abzan Foodristocat deck. And guys, this brings us to the end of an era. The last deck on the wheel has been spun and played. That is 80 decks. Abzan Food was number 80.